things go about like you had planned it today? You guys, I don't think ever trailed in that game, so this is about like you thought it would go.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I thought it would be a back and forth battle, especially since they normally make more threes than they did, and they started coming back a couple times. So I thought it would maybe go back and forth. But
What was your guys' key overall today to getting this win? What did you guys do so well out there?
I think we just really executed our defense really well because things weren't going like we weren't really making our threes, and I wasn't making my free throws, and we weren't finishing every layup. So I think that since we really shut them down when they were on offense, that helps win the game.
Do you know how many steals you had?
I do not.
You had 7. You had 7 steals, 22 turnovers overall. Where would you rank its defensive performance among all of them this year?
I think it's one of the best that we ever did or done, and yeah, I think it's one of the best defenses that I've ever been in. I guess it's really high energy and yeah.
Do you take a lot of joy out of really frustrating opponents with your guys' defense?
Yeah, I think it's kind of fun to watch when they throw it out of bounds or I've never really played against it, so sometimes it's kind of oh, what are they doing? But it's fun when they, I guess, just completely throw it to someone that's not there.
How much of a difficulty was it trying to get points out of their defense too? Because they held you under 50 today too, pretty much. What was their defense doing that kind of not necessarily frustrated you girls, but kind of got you girls out of sorts a little bit?
I think they were packing it in really tight, so we couldn't drive in as we like to, and then we weren't knocking down our threes. So when we would drive in, it would be an open three. We weren't necessarily making it. So I think that it was hard since they were packing in that you couldn't really get a layup, and then when we throw it out, we just wouldn't make the three.
How good did that first 3 feel?
It was good. I think it got our energy up a lot, knowing that we can do it because it felt so out of rhythm in the first half since we weren't really playing our own game.
Was there any frustration? Was there any panic that you girls were 0 for 10 from 3 in the first half? Was that ever talked about at half?
The only thing that they said about that was we just need to start driving more because we can get threes whenever we want, and so driving in will create more threes and better threes rather than just rushing a three. You're just shooting it because you don't know what else to do with it, basically.
Second straight year in the semifinals. You feeling pretty confident now going into this game on Thursday?
I think we'll have a different outcome this year.